Great Lakes, Illinois, Navy Recruit Training Command. The bus braked gently, its headlights cutting through the cold night air. A sharp breeze rushed in as the recruits stepped off, carrying nothing but civilian clothes, book bags, and whatever courage they had left. It was quiet for a moment, one final breath of peace. And then the yelling began and reality set in. Boot camp is the place where they strip you down before they build you back up. Nick learned this immediately. They shaved his head first. The clippers buzzed past his ear. His bright hair fell to the floor. Nick touched his freshly buzzed scalp and caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror. He barely recognized the person staring back. "I can do this," he told himself. He rushed outside and stepped into formation with 100 other shaved heads in identical uniforms. For the first time, Nick felt like a ghost wearing someone else's body. Morning hadn't even begun, and already the base felt alive, barking orders, stomping boots, and the sharp snap of discipline in the air. Later, during morning PT, the silence shattered. A voice exploded across the courtyard. Sharp, aggressive, unavoidable. It was the RDC, and he had locked onto Nick, asked for his name, and called him a flimsy noodle. Nick snapped to attention as fast as he could. His heart hammered. He didn't dare breathe wrong. A quiet snicker moved somewhere down the line. Soft. Nervous. Risky. The kind of sound that turns the attention of a drill instructor instantly. In response, the RDC stormed down the row, boots hitting the asphalt like hammers. He stopped inches from a young recruit. A wide-eyed recruit trying not to laugh. The RDC demanded one thing. Name. Recruit. Jesus Martinez, petty officer. The RDC froze, and something in his eyes shifted and a smile crept onto his face. The dangerous kind of amusement recruits learn to fear. He looked from Jesus to Nick and back again. Nick already felt dread settling in his stomach. Well, isn't that something? Looks like I've got Jesus and St. Nicholas in the same division. He yelled across the entire formation. Tell me, recruits, did I just get stationed at the North Pole? Heaven, or am I still at Great Lakes? Several recruits chuckled, including Jesus. Glad you all have a sense of humor. You're going to need it when you're doing push-ups in the snow. The RDC didn't need to yell this time. He simply gave the order with a menacing smile on his face. On your faces. Push. Every recruit dropped. Nick hit the ground so fast his palms burned. He tried to steady his breathing, but his arms were already shaking. He had trained for this, or so he thought, but boot camp pain hits different. The RDCs hovered over them like a storm waiting to break, watching, judging, counting every flaw. Nick did everything he could not to stand out. But today, he already had. Beside him, Jesus was struggling too, his breath coming out in sharp bursts. Jesus whispered, Bro, it looks like we're the chosen ones. Nick, barely breathing, whispered back, Yeah. Just keep your head down. Don't want to fire them up again. The RDC leaned over Nick, inspecting him. He leaned down. Are you sweating already, Santa? We haven't even started the day. Nick's arms trembled. His shaved head dripped sweat. Jesus collapsed to his knees, catching himself. Nick tried not to look. Another mistake. The RDC pounced like he'd been waiting for it. Martinez? The real Jesus suffered and didn't quit. Don't tap out on my asphalt, son. You better ask Jesus to help you. Yes, petty officer. Everyone was learning the same lesson. There is nowhere to hide here. Back on your feet. The recruits scrambled into formation again. Nick's chest burned. His arms felt like concrete. But he forced himself to stand tall, or at least look like it. Another RDC walked the line slowly. Deliberately. Studying every face for weakness. He stopped at Nick's row. Welcome to Navy boot camp, he screamed. Where you find out what you're made of, or wish you'd stayed home folding laundry for mama. Nick swallowed hard. It was only day one. Boot camp wasn't just loud, it was overwhelming. Too many orders. Too many eyes. Too much pressure in too little time. And it was still morning. On the next episode, the drills get harder. The pressure gets heavier. And Nick realizes that in boot camp, you don't have to do anything wrong to become someone's target.